Welcome back to the Clydesdale Podcast Roundtable. I am Scott Schweitzer, the Clydesdale. I am your host. I've got the other hosts with me, Kat Shear, Amy
Hi.
Radowski. Amy's in a fake car, so just pretend
dying.
that she's at the carnival on the little ride that goes around, ringing the bell, having fun with the kids. So,
What's up, Scott?
it is Wednesday. This is not our normal time.
Nope.
I was so slack this week that I didn't even get anything to promo this at all. So, surprise, we're here.
Here we are. I love it.
So, just
What's
so people
going on?
know, it's been a busy week for the Clydesdale podcast. Lots of stuff going on behind the scenes. And we have Amy going back to school. So, schedules are changing. We have Kat blowing it up as an affiliate owner. And just trying to keep up with it all.
Yes. It's fun. Things are good. It's a great September for Catalyst Fitness, home of CrossFit Clarity. A lot of new
let me
faces.
ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So at our gym, summer classes, very low attendance. The minute school gets back into session, every class is full.
Yeah,
Are
September
you seeing
1st,
that at your gyms?
September 1st is the new January 1st, I feel like, for gyms. And yes, I actually had a waiting list for one of my classes. Saturday.
Wow.
Saturday is my biggest class. Yeah. First time had a waiting list. Hadn't really prepared for a waiting list. Yeah. Well, I also forgot that my Saturday is like my community class and I really should have like no limit on it. But for some reason, like in my system, I had a limit and I was like, oh, I got to take that off. But yeah, it was exciting. Lots of new faces. There's a couple gyms in my area that are closing, which has been very advantageous. They're not CrossFit gyms. They're like, micro gyms, franchises and things that are closing. So that's been a nice little boost for people. And yeah, I have some even more exciting news that we are becoming a TYR affiliate. Do you want to know what that means? So I just signed a contract.
Tell us.
A 2-year contract with TYR. They are going to be my official apparel provider for the gym. We get personalized merchandise. So anything, basically pretty much anything in their retail space can have a CrossFit Clarity logo on it. And members that purchase through my portal will receive 10% off all of the apparel. So it's high quality stuff. And, it's like high quality stuff. The sales rep today came to the gym. She showed me all the things. I tried on all the things. She had a pair of the lifters, the new Squat University wide toe box lifters that I got to touch and smell and try on, even though they were way too big. She had a pair of the trainers and all those other things. They were, because it was like leather or whatever. You have to smell shoes. They were clean, brand new, gorgeous. So fun. So I'm very, very excited to be a part of this. And I'm excited to have my members can now like order on demand. Don't have to pre-order, wait for stuff to come in. They can actually like get it. You guys can get stuff now. Like my mom comes in every Sunday and she looks at the sweatshirt on the wall and she's like, oh, I'd really like that in a medium. And I'm like, well, I printed that like 6 months ago and I'm not going back to press for one sweatshirt. I have like a 20, item minimum or whatever. So it just didn't make sense. Now I will tell you, I've been using Forever Fierce and they've been amazing. Like this is not a like ding on Forever Fierce whatsoever. They're a great provider. If you want to churn, large orders and have lots of different logos and experiment with pieces and things like that, they are great to work with. But this is just going to give us a little more consistency. It's going to make it easier for me. I don't have to spend a fortune on inventory. And so for someone like me who's growing, it's a really good deal. I'm very excited.
So do you have to stick with one logo or can you give them multiple logos?
I can give them as many logos as I want and I can pick and choose my sales portal sort of at the drop of a hat. I can put things in and out. Yeah. It's really cool. And they give us coaches stuff too. So they'll slap on like the word coach on the back of something, like a pair of sweatpants or shorts or a t-shirt, like at no extra cost for coaches. So yeah, I'm really excited. The stuff is
Yeah.
beautiful too. Like the quality of the stuff is great.
Yeah. One thing that is different at our gym is the coaches are required to wear shirts that say coach, so that
Yeah.
if someone's walking in or dropping in, they know who the coach is.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. And that, I mean, that should be the way it is here. I mean, I always wear like a Catalyst Fitness shirt, and because I'm really kind of the only one. I mean, Colleen has a couple Catalyst Fitness shirts too, but it's just cost prohibitive to get coaches shirts with, with the word coach on it. It like costs extra to do that. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. We're actually ordering some coaches gear through Forever Fierce too, like some bright red long sleeved sweatshirts with hoods that have just our logo on the front and the word coach in the back. They're kind of like, they look like lifeguard shirts kind of, and I like the red because it kind of sticks out. So those will be our coaches shirts for now. But once we go with tier and get some things in inventory, we'll have some other options. It'll be cool. I'm super excited. And they're like
yeah, it sounds
just
awesome.
running wild in the space. They're going to be the title sponsor of Wadapalooza, and this is their first apparel run ever, and they're going to have 3 more runs this year. So it's like their inventory right now is pretty good, pretty comprehensive, but the fact that they're just getting started and they're just going to get better is really promising. I'm super excited to just and I'm the first gym in Delaware to be a tier affiliate, of course. Very exciting.
It's always good to be first.
Yep.
If you're not first, you're last.
True. Second, first loser.
Yeah. So how's the working out coming along?
Very good, actually. So since we spoke last, well, we spoke today at noon, but or 12 or at 10. But I worked out twice this week. So I worked out yesterday with my 6:30 class of 1, and I worked out today with my 6:30 class of 1. 2 different people. But yeah.
That's funny.
It's funny. 6:30's become kind of like the unofficial, like when I work out. Oh no, what's today? Wednesday? I worked out Monday and today with my 6:30 class. Yesterday I had full classes in the morning, and I worked out in the afternoon with Dan because Dan lives here, and so Dan does his second workout at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I went out to the gym while he was out there. We did 2 different things, but we worked out like in the same universe. It was good.
Like Jacqueline was describing today with her and Gabby, you're in the gym at the
Exactly.
same time, but not necessarily doing the same workout.
Correct.
Just like that.
Yes. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. He was doing this crazy like snatch burpee over bar thing, and I was doing the workout that we had programmed, which was like heavy cleans and push-ups or something. So yeah, it was good. 3 days in a row.
We did a super fun workout today. Usually I see it on paper and I'm going, that could be fun, that could be horrible. This one turned out to be fun, and it was minute of work, minute of rest. You did 7 power snatches at 75 pounds for the men. I think it's 55 for the women.
55, probably.
And then for the remainder of the minute, it's as many calories as you can get on the bike. And you keep going until you accumulate 60 calories for men, 45 calories for women, max of 8 rounds.
So only 1 minute of rest.
Yeah. So you work a minute, you minute rest.
Yeah.
Work a minute rest.
Yeah.
I was able to muscle snatch and not use my legs. And it was a hang, so I didn't even have to hinge. And that saved me so much on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to get like 13, 14 calories in the remaining minute.
Oh, nice. That's really good. Remember, that was similar to the workout that we did at the affiliate thing. Remember, it was in 1 minute, 3 deadlifts, and then max effort on the bike, but we got 2 minutes rest.
Right.
So that must have been brutal.
Right.
We've been doing a lot at our gym with like in 2 minutes, doing a little bit of buy-in work, max calories on the Echo Bike. We've done that like 3 times now, and I'm doing it like every other week with some different variation. And people like hate it, but love it.
What this workout did is, and it did it to me, is you have that like, I've got 10 seconds left, and if I go balls to the wall, I can be done.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I got to do a whole nother round.
Yeah, I like that concept. I might have to steal that because we usually just do like a set number of rounds, 6 rounds or 8 rounds. But I like you have to get to a certain amount of calories. I'm jotting that down.
So many people coming off the bike had the wobbly leg like you saw in Dubai with the acid bath. Like, and then the coaches were like, hey, we encourage you, go for a little 200-meter, 400-meter walk because you need to get all that pushed out of your legs.
Like take this round off.
No. When it was done.
Just to
kind of move. Don't just flop on the floor and lay there.
Yeah. I mean, I may have taken the liberty of just taking a whole 2 minutes to recover before I started back up again at like the 30-calorie mark. I'd be like, hold on, time out. I need.
But let's be honest, for you, a 55-pound snatch is nothing.
No, right? I mean, old me.
So
that's
yes, almost rest. Like I'm not that fit right now. And for me, throwing that up wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, true.
And so really it's just like 40 seconds of work, a minute 20 rest.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I was overhead squatting yesterday, and my 1 rep max is 175 pounds. And I was doing I did like 6 sets of 3 at like 105, and 105 felt like 155. Like it was bad. I couldn't tell you the last time it's probably been 6 months since maybe more since I've overhead squatted any kind of significant weight. So that was super fun.
I think what
it's motivating. It's motivating.
Being consistent at the gym again, like my strength is coming back really fast.
Yeah, you had another little PR today, right?
I did.
And
that's
remember I
like
told you my people were coming? Remember I told you my people were coming? Yeah, they're here.
Okay.
Very early. Hello. Hi. All right. I got to go, guys. I'll see you later.
Okay. Hopefully Amy jumps on here, but now you just got me. The one thing I kind of wanted to talk about was Brian Friend put out the 30 best CrossFit females and CrossFit males of all time. And I got to say, a friend of mine reached out to me online and asked me who my top 5 women were. It was very, very hard to finish out that list. For me, it was very easy to go top 3. And then once I got to 4 and 5, for the females especially, it got really, really hard for me. I disagreed with Brian a little bit on that top 5, but that's what makes sport beautiful. I think it's obvious that Tia's number 1. I had Annie 2, Katrin 3, and I actually had Sam Briggs 4. I think he had Cara Saunders. Cara only having 1 podium finish for me was not enough to get her into that top 5 in my estimation. And what I came down to is Sam number 4, and I actually have Laura Horvat at number 5. 3 podium finishes, 2 second place finishes, to the greatest CrossFit athlete of all time. I think warrants a pretty amazing finish for her. And so I actually have her at number 4 or number 5 in the top 5. So I'd love to hear your comments. I know we have a couple of people online. If you have any thoughts about that, I think on the men's side, it's a little bit easier. On the men's side, I had Matt Fraser 1, Rich Froning 2. I would go with Ben Smith 3. 4 and 5. Man, I haven't even really thought about this. So, Amy, what I'm talking about is, thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, sorry.
Kat's people came early, so she had to dive off. So what Brian Friend put out his list of
the top 30
male and female. So what I said is my top 5 female, because actually Michael Anderak reached out to me online.
Yeah.
And asked me what my top 5 were, and I had a hard time getting to 5.
Okay.
It was an easy for me to get to 4.
Yeah.
And then 5, I really had to decide. So what I went with was Tia 1, Annie 2, Katrin 3, Sam Briggs 4, and Laura Horvat 5.
No Cara Saunders.
Cara has 1 podium finish in her whole career. Laura Horvat has 3.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, I can see that.
And Laura competed against Tia in all those years.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that. I'll allow it.
On the men's side, Matt 1, Rich 2, Ben Smith 3. Couple podium finishes, a championship. Now they have to be CrossFitting for 3 years.
Yeah.
So Bruce said he was thinking the same, Amy. And Bruce, is that about the Cara thing or my Ben Smith pick?
I don't think Ben Smith. I mean, I hear you about the stats. I hear you, but I still don't know about that.
So who would you put ahead of Ben Smith?
Gosh, let's think here. Not with your...
I'd probably go Kalipa 4.
Okay.
And
I mean, gosh, I don't know. I would need to look at a bunch of the names ahead of me, I think.
So Bruce said Cara. That's what he was agreeing with you on.
But
and 5.
I want to know what Bruce thinks about Ben Smith. But go ahead.
So my 5 male is probably someone like BKG.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
BKG, maybe Pat Vellner.
See, Pat Vellner's on my top 5 for sure. And that's why I was like, I feel like he would be higher than Ben, but I'm sure that the numbers don't come out that way. I mean,
you got to remember, Ben's been doing this since 2009?
Yeah.
So he has all those podium finishes before he won.
How many was
that? Well, he took second to Matt the year after he won.
Okay.
I know he was on the podium before that. And I'm doing this all on the top of my head.
Yeah, I just looked some up because this is somebody I would think does belong up. Is Scott Panchak. Even though he may not have podium finishes, he's been doing it a long time and he's very consistent.
For me to be in the top 5 all time, you have to have won a medal.
Yeah.
So Bruce said that Laura would still be in his top 5, but he is agreeing with Cara. So does that mean that you have Sam Briggs out, Bruce?
This is hard to decide about. Yeah. I mean, when you're talking about of all time, that's what's the hard thing to remember, right? You're only thinking, I mean, I'm like the current one. So yeah, I mean, I definitely have Vellner's in the top 5. I would definitely put him in top 5.
But I would say if Medeiros podiums again next year, he would move into the top 5 for me.
Remember when you said he didn't have top end strength?
I have apologized for that.
It's okay. I just want to remember hey, it's okay for us to have an opinion and our opinion to change. What did you think about I thought this was interesting on Brian Friend's, the top 30 female, that Chrissy O'Connell was right above Julie Fouché.
So that was tough for me because I truly believe Julie, and this is going to be a reference that you're not going to understand, but Julie is like the Gail Sayers of CrossFit. Her career was super short, but while she was there, she had a huge impact. Her average finish is what, like 2.8?
Yeah.
I think so when she was there, she podiumed like almost every year.
Right.
And the one year she didn't, she took 4th.
Right.
So I think Julie should be higher than even Carrie Pierce.
I would agree with that.
And I love Christy.
And I would even put her above Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
Sarah's got 2 podium finishes.
How many does Julie have?
2, 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Bruce is asking, would you put a asterisk beside 2020?
I mean, I still think it counts, but I think it's still, I think it's still like an odd year.
So I think it depends on what you're talking about.
Okay.
I think it inflates event wins because you only had to beat 4 people.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And I think that should get an asterisk. I think 2019 is even worse. They cut so early to top 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, and Brian said this on the show the other day. I agree with him that if the next 10 were allowed to continue on, at least 5 of those jump into the top 10 by Sunday.
Yeah, because that was a bunch of, like the Vellner Fikowskis who got cut early on, who normally come back, they usually have a rough finish and then they come back. I'm on my podcast with Spicer.
If now Bruce says champion, I don't think the champion deserves an asterisk because it was Matt and Tia. They were so dominant in the online version of the games in 2020 and in the finals of 2020. I couldn't do that. But I do think like event wins definitely for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Bruce, but yeah, it's complicated because that's how it is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's, the years of constant change are probably all going to go down with an asterisk at some point in CrossFit because we have not been consistent as an organization from 2018 till now.
Yeah.
So it's hard to compare when something major changes every year. Mm-hmm. Qualification process, number of people at the games, the way cuts were done.
Or
it's just
look at it the year that I don't even remember what year it was when the Open was in the fall. I mean, like that was totally different. Like athletes preparing and getting to their prime. Oh, hi, Charlie.
Who is this?
Who is this? Who is this Mr. Mobility? So yeah, I think that year was a weird year. I don't even remember what year was that. Was that 19?
I have no idea. I think it was 20. I think it was 20 because we started the Open and then the sanctional season got cut off with COVID.
Okay. I don't know.
In that February, March area because we weren't doing the Open when COVID came.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Feels like 10 years.
So on a lighter note, did you guys get your workouts in today?
I'm here to do so at the 4:15 class.
I did.
Gotcha.
How was it? Any tips?
Have a good front rack.
Okay, I have that.
Tip of the day.
Charlie, you didn't do well?
Push jerks are easier if they come off your body and not
Yeah.
floating in the air.
Yeah, I would think so.
I just imagine I'm just strong.
Yeah, a good front rack would be good. Here's this guy back here behind me.
Whoa. Michael. Hello.
That's Michael.
Michael.
Michael, he spends a lot of times at working at Wadapalooza and at the games. He does a
He's
lot
your security man.
You probably saw him at the campground.
Yeah.
Campgrounds.
He's kind of a big deal over there at the campground.
Yep. So, yeah, I got my workout in today. I feel like
Now, was this
tired right now.
Was this the PR post back day, or was that yesterday?
That was today. I hit over 300 for the first time in probably 5 years on a deadlift.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Because my back has been so trashed in all those years.
Here's what I know.
And it was actually really easy.
Looked easy.
That's good. I'll never hit over 300.
Never say never.
I don't want to.
But the fun part of the workout, which I talked about with Kat, is we did 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 7 power snatches. In the remaining time, you maxed out your bike calories, and you had to get to 60 calories for men, 45 calories for women. When you hit that, you're done.
So like what was the weight on the power snatches?
75-55. So I was able to muscle snatch it and not use my legs, which made the bike a lot easier.
And then you do get that 1 minute of rest. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to disagree with you because I don't ever use my legs and the bike is still not easier.
Yeah, I was hauling. I don't know what was in my system today. Maybe I got some tainted supplements or something, but like I was doing 12, 13 calories in my 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
For like 4 rounds.
Is this Echo or assault bike? I'm assuming Echo.
Echo.
Good.
Do they even have assault bikes there?
No.
Yeah. They're trash. I mean, I prefer them if I had to, but their piece of equipment is trash. Please don't.
Yeah, and what I loved about it is it got to the point where I had to sell my soul to stop the workout in that round, or if I didn't sell my soul, I was going to have to do another round.
Right.
And so you sell your soul, and that's how you burn 1,639 calories in a workout.
It takes me like 16 miles of running to do that.
Yeah.
Speaking
Don't
of
just
which,
gain a bunch of weight.
For those who haven't watched your other YouTube podcast, whatever you want to call it, how's our nutrition? How's our goal?
Well, first of all, if you're not watching it, you should.
Exactly.
But if I will tell you, I am, as of Saturday, I was down 10.2 pounds in 4.5 weeks. Mm-hmm. Everything is going really well. I'm hitting. The only week I didn't hit 5 workouts was last week. I hit 4, but that was in COVID isolation. So I had to do everything at home, but now I'm back at it this week, killing it. I am dog ass tired. I'm ready for my Thursday rest day though.
Yeah. Well, I'm not resting tomorrow, but I'm not sure.
Well, I am.
Yeah. You should, after selling yourself on a bike for sure.
And we don't have a roundtable tomorrow, so I can really relax tomorrow.
Get it.
Yeah.
My thing didn't come through.
Well, I know Amy has a 4:15 class.
Mhm.
She probably needs like an hour of warm up now at her age.
Negative.
Hour and a half.
At least I do the warm up, Charlie.
How dare you? We're fighting again.
We're fighting again. Okay. We'll show up on Friday and we'll see if we're still fighting. Or you know what? Don't
Warm
show
ups
up
are
and
optional.
see what happens.
See my FaceTime pop up.
Yeah, it does happen.
It does.
If as your coach, if I have anybody's phone number and they don't show up, they get a FaceTime in the middle of class.
It's facts.
That's a little aggressive.
And sometimes they don't answer. Most of the time they don't. But you know how many people have told me I showed up today so you wouldn't call me.
They don't know how to put the ignore button, but
Yeah.
I do.
So that tells you on our trip home from the games, I said to Amy that I want accountability
Mm-hmm.
on everything. That's accountability with Amy.
Yeah.
She is aggressive, she is
Mhm.
assertive, and she does whatever it takes to hold you accountable.
And I get shit done.
Yeah. You are like the Rambo of accountability coaches.
Yep. All right, folks.
Charlie, you got anything to say?
Nope.
Per
Because
usual.
I could say we could let Amy go, and because it's been bouncing. Kat was here,
Yeah.
then she was gone, and Amy's here. We can have her go and then just do a Charlie segment.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody living the dream.
Living the dream, America.
Yeah, because we're all just getting busy.
I'm out. Bye, Bruce.
See you, Bruce.
Bye, Bruce. Yeah, see you guys later. Tune in next week. We're doing a weird time next week too, right? Evening.
I don't even remember. It's on the calendar. I think
No,
if
I
I
think it's
end, it's
3:30.
going to end it for everybody.
It won't.
We'll just
But
throw
hold
you out.
on.
Because
Just
I'm
let
on.
me see the calendar real quick. Next week is Monday at 2:30.
Yes. Okay.
So Monday at 2:30, if you are still with us, that is when our roundtable will be, and we should all be there then,
But you should all have
unless there's a
notifications
crisis
telling you.
at Amy's school.
Which could happen. But let's hope not.
What was that, Charlie?
You should just have your notifications telling you when we're showing up. Bang, we're going
All right.
live.
Okay. Speaking of, I'm about to end this. Bye.
Yeah, hit that bell.